Sitting meditation. We begin by creating a safe and comfortable atmosphere for meditation, minimizing distractions, removing excess noise, and maintaining a posture that promotes alertness. This is a time of being fully present without striving to achieve any particular outcome. Gently holding in awareness all that is present in the moment. Setting an intention to pay attention with an attitude of non-judgmental awareness. This means opening and acknowledging what is arising in the moment, the thoughts, emotions, and body sensations, without holding on to or pushing anything away. When the mind is distracted or wandering off, gently and with kindness return the focus to the breath, even if it needs to be done 100 times. This acceptance and refocusing helps to develop concentration. Patience is needed to fully be present with the busyness of the mind, and trust that your practice will unfold as is needed. Begin by setting the time to meditate without moving or looking at the clock. You may want to make a verbal commitment such as, "May I not move without being fully aware of my action." This helps to limit the amount of restless movement during the meditation. As sensations arise and the urge to scratch or move occurs, ask yourself if you can stay with the discomfort a short while longer. You may find that the sensation changes and the urge passes. This gradual acceptance of minor physical and emotional irritations can create a more tolerant and less reactive mind. However, fighting with discomfort is not helpful, and making the move with mindfulness of the movement is recommended. Now take your place on a cushion or chair, sitting in a relaxed but dignified and awake posture. If you are sitting in a chair, sit forward, not leaning on the back of the chair. Rest with the feet on floor connected to the earth, the body centered and balanced. Allow the body to settle in with the back, neck, and head aligned vertically, the shoulders down and back. The chin slightly downward toward the chest and the hands in lap. Gently close the eyes or gaze at a spot in front of you on the floor. Bring the focus inward with the beginning of the bell. Listen until it can no longer be heard. Stay with a sense of hearing, noticing near sounds in the immediate environment. And now far sounds. Now bring awareness to the body and the sense of touch. In particular, note the sensation of clothing against the skin. the contact points of the body with a cushion or chair, the body in contact with itself, hands in contact with lap, arms touching the sides of the body, bringing awareness to the wholeness of the body sitting. Now bring the focus to the breath. Notice the breath coming in and going out. Not controlling it, just being aware of how it feels. Notice where the breath is easiest to feel. It may be at the nostrils with the air entering on inhalation and exiting on exhalation. The breath may be most noticeable at the chest, with the rib cage expanding on in-breath, contracting on out-breath. Or you may notice the breath most prominently at the belly, with the rising on inhalation and falling on exhalation. Choosing one of these areas as your anchor or primary object of attention. Giving full attention to each cycle of breath, the sensation of in-breath and out-breath. You don't need to breathe any particular way. Simply follow the normal rhythm of the breath at your chosen spot of focus. Notice the beginning, middle, and end of each in-breath, and then the beginning, middle, and end of each out-breath. Observe the turning as the in-breath becomes out-breath, and the out-breath as it turns to become the in-breath. Not pushing for the breath to be any particular way, just following the normal cycle of breath. This cycle of breath is automatic. We don't need to change it. We simply ride the waves of the breath. The mind will wander from time to time. When it does, the moment you notice is a moment of awareness. With gentleness and kindness, bring your attention back to the breath, noticing the sensation of in-breath and out-breath. Use the breath as an anchor, a place of safety and comfort. It is reliable. We don't need to control the breath. It is automatic, life-sustaining, and always available as an object of focus for meditation. This automatic aspect of the body's ability to maintain itself and survive may stimulate a sense of gratitude and of being cared for. Where is the attention now? Has it wandered? This is a natural tendency of the mind. The practice of mindfulness is a practice of noticing the activities of the mind, the sensations of the body, the emotions and alterations of mood and mental states. holding in awareness all that comes into the moment, greeting each as we would a visitor, acknowledging their presence and going back to the breath. Notice the characteristics of thought, the tendency of the mind to gravitate towards planning, remembering, reminiscing, fantasizing, worrying, absorbed in past memories or concerns about the future. When you notice that the focus has wandered or you are lost in a storyline, this is a moment of awareness. Without being hard on yourself, gently bring the focus to the present, the breath, and its flow moment to moment. letting go of the breath as a primary focus now. Allow the expansion of awareness, opening to what is arising in thoughts, emotions, and body sensations, acknowledging them and allowing them to pass without holding on or pushing them away. Using the breath as an anchor to come back to the present, coming back to the stillness and awareness and balance as needed. Moving now to sensations in the body. There's a multitude of sensations that can be present. Moistness, coolness, warmth, tingling, pulsations, muscle twitching, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral sensations. From time to time, sensations arise that are unpleasant. Notice the characteristic, observing what it is like. Is there tingling or numbness, aching, throbbing, burning, pressure, itching? Focusing with spotlight intensity directly into it, penetrating the center of the discomfort, and then breathing into it and out from it, gradually softening and expanding to the surrounding area, widening the focus like a floodlight. This may help to lessen the intensity. If discomfort leads to the urge to move, be aware of that intention to move before changing posture and moving mindfully. Expand the field of your awareness now to hearing. Awareness of sound presenting itself to the ears. Receiving what is present internally. This may be the sound of the heart beating, breath sounds, sounds from the ears themselves, such as crackling, popping, or ringing, or perhaps digestive sounds. Just noticing what is present. And now external sounds, sounds in the environment, sound of my voice. You may put the sound of my voice around the edges of your awareness. Moment by moment, notice what is present, not trying to identify the source or meaning of the sound, simply receiving sound. Bringing attention now to thoughts as they arise. They arise and dissolve once you notice them. Observe the tendency to trail off on a storyline or get involved in plans, thoughts about time. Observe these events in your field of consciousness. Stream of thoughts as events occurring in the mind. The tendency of thoughts to draw emotions is present. Holding the thoughts in awareness and allowing them to release. Stay with this open awareness of what is arising, and if needed, go back to the breath, to the anchor. Emotions may arise: worries, preoccupations, anticipations, anxiety. The intensity may vary and may be reflected in body sensations. Opening awareness to whatever arises in the moment. Being present with it all just as it is, not pushing it away or exploring it or holding on to it. Gently exploring the ground of awareness from which all perceptions arise. Returning to the breath now with full attention, being with the in-breath and the out-breath. The breath is used as an anchor, a secure and reliable place to come back to when the mind has moved out of the present and is wandering. Focusing on the breath, but allowing other sensations, thoughts, and emotions to be present without pushing them away or holding on to them, embellishing them, or fantasizing about them. Simply acknowledge and release. As you sit in meditation, be aware of any sensations arising inside the body or on the outside of the body. Watch them come and go, and then return to the breath. Bring awareness to thoughts that are passing through. Acknowledge them, and then return to the breath after noting them. Be aware of emotions coming and going as your breath is coming and going. Remember, you are not your moods. They will pass through like passing clouds and weather. Notice the body maintaining balance with its external environment and balance internally with all the body systems working together as a whole. After this meditation ends, continue the self-care and commitment to ongoing practice. Arrange time on a regular basis to still the body and mind. Allow a time out of the usual mode of constant doing, switching to a mode of non-doing, simply being present and aware. Without manipulating the breath, not trying to get any place or achieve any particular state of mind. Accepting the current moment, being with all aspects as they arise. Being physically present in the chair, the room, the house, the community, the city, the larger country and world, sharing the earth with other beings who, like us, breathe and maintain life and balance. You are present with it all, here and now, open to the totality of experience just as it is. Life is unfolding moment by moment. There is no need to alter or push it away. Being fully present in the moment allows you to notice what is happening and act with full consciousness. As this session comes to a close, be aware that practicing mindfulness gives you an opportunity to be fully present in your life in a wider, deeper way, where you can make more balanced choices for your well-being and freedom to act, less controlled by the tendency to be on autopilot throughout your day. And the behavior is less controlled by old habits. And now listen for the ringing of the bell, listening until the last reverberations are heard.